Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Dr. Warren Kalkstein here at Kalkstein Chiropractic with Cam, and today we're going to be going over episode 4 of the top 20 most common complaints and injuries with athletes, and we're going to be talking about something that I work with every single day, and that's low back pain, okay? And low back pain can be complicated because it can come from a lot of different areas, but I'm just going to talk about general low back stiffness and discomfort and a routine that you can do in the morning or the evening to help mobilize your low back to get you moving better. And I want you to think of this routine as you're brushing your teeth for your spine. So this is your daily routine that you can do to help avoid tension, to help avoid some of that discomfort that athletics can bring to your lower back. And it is a common problem. You can start a conversation with just about anyone about lower back discomfort. So I hope this video helps you. This is going to be your morning routine. You're going to wake up, okay? And you're going to get your feet propped up, and we're going to start with just some easy breathing. So if you're going to follow me along for your morning routine, I'll try to describe this as best I can if you're not watching. So Liam, if you come over to this side and just get this angle. My feet are going to prop up. I'm just starting to get up out of bed. I wake up. Before I do anything, I'm just going to take a minute of breathing. Cam's showing you a good job of that breathing as he gets in the way. Cam, you just wanted a little time there for the camera there, bud? There you go. Why don't you lay down? All right. Sorry about that. So, hand here, okay? Breathing in through the nose. You're going to allow your breath to lift your bottom hand up, and you're going to exhale through your mouth. And in the video where we talk about the core, I'm going to go into depth about why it's so important to breathe this way and to practice this breathing on a regular basis. This can take a lot of tension off a low back that you have that has a lot of discomfort in it. So a really nice gentle way of creating some pressure in your stomach by breathing. So breathe in nice and slow. You'll feel pressure build all the way around. You'll feel your back get secured to the ground, and you'll exhale through your mouth. Breathe in 4 seconds. Exhale for 8. Do that for 2 minutes. Set a timer. It's going to be challenging for you to keep that breath flowing like that. My top hand is not moving at all. My bottom hand's the only one moving. You'll feel that belly breath really start to loosen things up, okay? Then you're going to switch over and you're going to start doing just some knee to chest, okay? Getting the hips to loosen up before you roll out of bed. So one at a time. You're going to do 10 pulls on each side, nice and slow. And I'm going to talk real quick while I do some of these because they feel good. This is a shout out to Willie, one of my buddies that I mountain bike with. He was looking for a little morning routine because he feels a little torqued, he feels a little twisted in his low back and his hips, and this is a little sneak peek for you, buddy. You can use this as your routine before you go out mountain biking. So 10 on each leg, nice and slow. When I get top here, if I'm feeling a little pinchy in the front, just take your leg and almost circumduct around that hip joint, and then bring the knee up higher. You'll get a little bit more compression and it won't be so uncomfortable. All right. So as you're going through this routine, nice and slow, breathe in. On the exhale, pull, breathe out. Add a little bit more compression to that joint, okay? 10 each leg, take a rest. You can double down on this one. It's really helpful to start things to loosen up. Now we're going to get more traction on the sacrum, more traction on the low back. You're going to do both legs up at the same time, like so, okay? So I'm going to give you a little bit better angle for you guys at home. I'm not trying to front the camera this way. So nice and easy. Breathe in, both knees come up. Exhale, compression. See how my pelvis is starting to rock off the ground? That's when you're doing it the right way. This is really helpful because when you sleep at night, there's a transfer of fluids, right? Water goes into different areas. You'll feel a little stiffer when you wake up, and that's a natural thing to happen, and it's a good thing to happen. You need fluid to flow back into that disc, to flow back into those joints, and so it's part of that healthy resetting process that we get when we sleep, but it makes us a little stiff when we first wake up. So take your time doing this one. 2 sets of 10. Nice and slow, back and forth, okay? Again, same breathing technique. Breathe in, exhale as you pull and compress down, and then relax, okay? So you're about 2 minutes of breathing. You're about 3 to 4 minutes of those exercises. It's not too much of a time commitment yet, and really you're already feeling a lot looser and doing much more than you normally would do on a morning routine, okay? So you're going to get out of bed now, okay? Right before you get out of bed, I want you to do a little bit of core activation with the dead bug. Your hands are going to go straight up, your knees are going to come to 90-90, and you're just going to try not to wake up the person next to you if you're sleeping with somebody, or they're just going to get wigged out by what you're doing in bed. But nice and slow, breathe in, back and forth, exhale, nice and slow. So my arm and my leg move at the same time, my hand and my knee stay still, I breathe in. See how my back's not going into extension, I'm keeping everything secure. And then I'm exhaling up. Breathe in. Good control. You should feel your abdominal wall here, nice and steady as you extend the arm and the leg. Exhale. You do this slow with good control like this, it'll be a little bit of a burner. Do 5 on each leg, take a break, and then do another 5 on each leg, and you'll start to have a little bit of activation here. Okay, now you're ready to get up, okay? So step out of the bed, come down onto your hands and knees, and now we're going to take that next level of spinal mobility. We're going to be doing cat-camels, okay? So this is a nice full spine warm-up. I'm going to go into deep flexion on my low back. My hands are pushing through, my head is dropping down, and I exhale at the top, and I reverse. I want to think about creating a half pipe, and if you can, try not to be all hips, be upper back with this, letting your head rise up. So play around with this. This is kind of like exploring your spine a little bit early in the morning. It's not going to be that fun at first, but after a few minutes of doing the cat-cow, it can be really relaxing, and you can start to feel where you're actually tense. So for me, that's in my upper mid-back. I'm going to focus on that area as I breathe in. I'm going to lift my chest higher up this way as I lift my head back, and I try to extend through my mid-back. Again, arch, back and forth. Cat-camel is a common stretch to do for spine, and especially after you do those first few exercises or stretches, you can get a little bit deeper into that pose. Then I want you to get to end range extension. This is going to be the hardest thing for most people to get to well, and that's where you're going to come down onto your chest. You're going to relax your hips. It's all arms. This should be almost like a tricep workout if you want to think of it that way. You're going to press up. Your back is relaxed. You're going to breathe in. You're going to exhale. See how loose I am down here? I'm relaxed through my shoulders. I'm not tensing up my arms to my ears. I'm just nice and slow coming into this position. Again, this is a press up. Arms are underneath my shoulders. I press up. I breathe in. I relax my hips. I breathe out. As I breathe out, I imagine my belly button falling to the floor, but my arms are pressing up. So imagine this motion. Don't hold your hips nice and tight. It'll steal some of that mobility from the low back. 2 sets of 10 doing the press ups, okay? You're kind of going towards the 10, 11 minute mark, and that's all right. This is really good and healthy for you to do and start your day, and you'll find if you do this as a prep for a workout or a prep for a routine or just a prep for daily life, you'll just feel a little bit smoother through those days if you make this a constant habit. And you know, it's a step one. Don't think this is like the gold standard. This is the beginning, and if you can create this as the first step in your day of moving a little bit better, you'll just be able to just excel that much more in all aspects, right? It's a good habit to build. All right, so I've done my 10 press-ups. Now I'm going to stand up, okay? Right, and I'm going to do my extension standing, okay? This allows me to put a little bit more pressure on that lower back. This is the focus of this video, is that lower back. I want you to imagine your heels of your hand are sitting right above your hip joint. Then you're going to take your fingers and point them down to your pockets, okay? Feet are shoulder width apart. From this position, I'm just going to allow my hips to coast forward. Hips forward first, then my head and my upper back. I breathe in, and I almost want to scoot my hips towards the wall in front of me and arch backwards nice and slow, okay? So hips first allow you to get better compression here, okay? Nice and slow. We're going to do that same motion again. And I'm really relaxed when I do this. I'm not rushing through it. As slow as you watch me do it right now, breathe in, exhale, coast a little farther. Try not to bend the knees too much. Keep the knees straight and extend from the low back. Good. Do 2 sets of 10, okay? That's a really nice routine in the morning to do if you're experiencing lower back discomfort, especially after, heavy squat days or workouts that involve a lot of spinal loading, which most honestly do. So this is really healthy for almost everyone who's on their feet doing something athletic. And if you can find yourself in a routine, setting that alarm, setting that reminder, putting something out as a trigger for you when you wake up for you to do that exercise or that routine, so you don't even have to think about it or remember it. It's just there as a boom reminder, just kind of build that habit, and then it's going to be like brushing your teeth. You're just going to automatically do it. You're not going to need that reminder. Try to do it for a month straight, see how you feel, and then add this into a routine of just activity, exercise, daily healthy regimen of exercise. So if you got questions about those exercises, post below. If you have comments about your lower back discomfort or things that you've experienced in the past, what's helpful for your lower back, post below. I'd love to hear from you. And I really appreciate everybody and the support from the Special Olympics. I'm excited for things to start opening up. Hopefully we get into events, and I really look forward to working with some of those athletes in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And everyone stay safe and healthy. Take care.